packing for Disney World, or as I like to call it, overpacking for Disney World.
Just a little tipsy dust.
So when I'm packing, I'm a list maker. So I literally start with my list. I make a list of everything I plan on packing, like a makeup bag, accessories, hair accessories, different shoes, different purses, and I list all that out. I know it's all going to get packed in the same place, but I just list it to make sure I'm packing it. And then from there, I start packing. Now, packing also means planning what I'm going to wear on my 16-hour car trip that takes about 24 hours to get done with my family. Something nice and comfy. My mom and I both bought items from the Play in the Park series, so that's what we're going to wear with our leggings. The blue is mine, and I will have the lounge fly from the Play in the Park series. I love this bag, mainly because of the little ticket zipper pull, and of course because ride vehicles. Oh, ride vehicles and 4-park icons. Those are my kryptonite. My mom's outfit is this cute little yellow shirt. This is actually the back of it, and then the front has a Mickey balloon emblem on it. So that's what we're going to ride in the car with, and I just have those set out extra. Everything I'm going to wear that day, the shoes. This stuff here, I am lucky in that in my car we have little hidey holes under the bottom there, like in the back end where you put your groceries. I can fold up the flaps back there, and there's like little hard spaces where I can keep things safe. And that's where I like to put my hats, my shoes. I have extra socks for my mom if she needs them. Shoes, a little picnic blanket, and all my fancy purses will all fit in that little cubby hole area there. And it keeps my stuff that I love nice and safe. And then I just have a couple of extra little bags in here to carry it all up to the room once we get there. I have to like pack it up from the cubby hole and then take it into the hotel room. Because yes, I do carry 7 to 8 different purses on a trip. This trip we have 1 marvelous purse, 2 marvelous purses, 3, 4, only 5 this trip. But I still insist, if you're going to own a bunch of Disney lounge flies and purses, you should carry them in the park. So I pack them. And that's how I get them there without them getting hurt or anything. Also, when packing for Florida, do not forget the sun hats. You're going to need them. You're going to need sunscreen. You're going to need a sun hat. I have visited every season of the year, and even in January, you need sunscreen even if it's cold, because the sun is out, even if it's cold. So, and if the sun isn't out, well, guys, it's raining, so pack for that as well. Make sure you have an umbrella, ponchos for anything, like we have an attendant-driven wheelchair that we have, so I make sure there's ponchos to cover that if we get caught in a storm. Just anything for the weather that you're gonna need, you pack it. We're talking about packing up for Disney World. Everyone will tell you to have the right park bag. For some people, a lounge fly is too small. The reason why I like a lounge fly, just specifically speaking when I'm not with my mom and we don't have a scooter to hang everything on, it's lightweight. Throw it over a shoulder, throw it across your leg if you're on a roller coaster. They're just easy and lightweight, and you might be surprised how much you can fit into these little guys. Up front, I will keep my inhaler and medicines for the day. In here, your ponchos, your tickets, your magic bands will fit in. Everything you need for a day in the park. And I say keep it to a minimum. If you need sunscreen, make sure you have sunscreen. Make sure you have chapstick. If you need eye drops, make sure you have eye drops. Keep it to the essentials. I don't necessarily take my wallet so much as I will take the things out of my wallet I need and slip them in here to keep it lightweight. that's a you choice. Some people would never do that, and that's okay. I'm just saying, when it comes to a park bag, you want it big enough to fit everything, but you also want it lightweight enough to make it the whole park day. So that's your park bag. And this here is my handy dandy hard backed suitcase. It's very vintage, right? I use this for my electronics because it's heavy duty and I like it. And it's not on wheels, so it stays on the top and all of that. So packing up all the electronics. I also have in here a little book bag and fabric markers so that the characters can sign a little book bag for me. I'm kind of excited about that. So that's the stuff that goes in here. Electronics, any little extra doodads, I'll put them in here with the electronics. My computer, all that. We have a little neck fan for my mom. Once again, pack for the weather. Pack for the weather. Pack for the weather. Now your next issue, pack for your medical needs, guys. I have plantar fasciitis. I'm still going to be on my feet because I'm the one taking care of my mama. So I have a whole bag full of stuff for my foot and my legs to take care of me. That's what I mean about thinking about your medical needs. Think about the Disney rash. Are you going to get the Disney rash? Unless you're used to walking 10 to 12 miles a day, you probably are. Just bring body lotion. Bring those little body glide sticks if you need them for any areas that are going to rub together. I'm just saying, think about medical needs in the Florida environment. I'll tell you right now, my asthma, and we're going at the middle of September, end of September, like end of fall basically, I'm going to make sure that I have my steroids if I need them. Because many a trip in the fall to Walt Disney World, I ended up in the urgent care because of my asthma. So it's things like that. Like if you know you're going into an environment, bring what you need. Also, don't overpack, guys. There's a Walmart and a Target right there. You're not going to Timbuktu. I know we all like to stay in the Disney bubble, but you can venture out if you need to. And if you don't have a car, there are DoorDash and Uber services to take care of it and bring it to you. And staying on the medical topic, this is a little insulated bag, making sure you have what you need to keep things in the right environment for Florida. Once again, thinking about that environment in Florida that is hot and humid 90% of the year. So pretty much any time of year you're going to get hot and humid. We might get cool and breezy at night going in September, fingers crossed, but we might not. Something I always like to bring, and I always think of it because my mother needs it, extra blanket, no matter where you're staying. Disney resort, off resort. My personal favorite places to stay are on Hotel Plaza Boulevard near Disney Springs. They're all good neighbor hotels that offer the early park entry. So I really like those hotels. And even staying at the nicer places, I still bring our blanket just to stay warm. Other things in here are for my mom's medical needs. This here is my mega large suitcase that it honestly, I've got duct tape on one of the wheels to hold the base in, guys. I don't want to get rid of this suitcase. I love this suitcase. It holds everything. And by everything, I mean, I have my makeup in here. I have my jewelry in here. I have all my accessories in here. I have bathing suits upon bathing suits, as well as enough outfits for 2 to 3 changes a day. Back to that Florida heat. One of my biggest tips for packing is to overpack everything. Or do your laundry sooner than you thought. All I'm saying is the best feeling on a park day is at lunchtime to step into the restroom, take your shirt off, put it in your backpack, do a little white weppy, little diaper wipey around, and then put a clean shirt on. That's the best feeling in the world. A clean shirt to then sit down and have lunch in. It's your best middle of the day heat relief. Just, it's one of my best tips, guys. Now, I too will also change because I'll take an afternoon break after lunch and I'll come back to the hotel, and before I go back to the park, I'll probably change again. So, 2 to 3 outfits a day. That's what's in here. There's a lot in here. All the pajamas, bags for dirty clothes. Remember what you're going to need for your hotel room. Bags for dirty clothes, that kind of thing. I personally am like Dolly. I'm going to take my press-on nails because if it can't come off at the end of the night, I don't want it. So that's what I'm looking at here. I also have a suitcase the same size for my mom. And then we have a suitcase for the toiletries and the rest of the medicine. And that pretty much covers everything we pack. The big thing to cover for me is if you're a Disney adult and you've invested in all these lovely things, just remember to try and pack them up and take them with you if you can. It's fun to wear them in the parks again. So, here's everything I pack. I make sure I have my makeup, stuff to do my hair, my press-on nails, because I'm like Dolly. All my clothes and accessories, because what I mean by accessories, stuff your family may want from Disney that perhaps you can get on shopdisney.com for a sale. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. So, then making sure you have your swim bag, everything you need for the pool days. I personally take towels. Number one, I like a good towel in the theme park to wipe off sweat all day. And, we do have my mom's scooter that I can put it on the back of. But I take my own towels along with my swim stuff. All my electronics, toiletries, medicine, a heat relief / foot bag. That's what I showed you earlier. The stuff I use to take care of me. I take an ice bag so that I can ice my foot or ice my neck for heat relief. I take my own water bottles just because that's something that is just easy. It's just easy to take and it saves you a lot of money. I also do gift cards from Sam's that I will pack up because you can save it's only like 3.75%, maybe 4%. But if you know you're going to spend so much money on food or souvenirs, 4% is 4% to save. So I go ahead and have that gift card from Sam's also. Shoes, umbrellas, hats, extra trash bags. We're going to Epcot's Food and Wine Festival, so we have packed trays for our food. That's something you can think about. I have jackets in case it gets too cool at night. I don't think it will, but it's that time of year that I will pack layers, and then just in case, if we need it, we got it. And that is everything. I showed you the blanket that I bring. One other last little tip when packing up for Disney is make everything's charged up. Make sure it's all charged up before you leave the house, because the worst feeling is when you get to the hotel room, you're arranging everything and you're like, I've got no battery. There's no battery. So make sure everything's charged up. That's my other Disney tip. And to literally wrap things up, I'm going to get my little Disney World quilt out and wrap it up, because this is what I'm going to bring in the car to keep us nice and warm on our car trip. And that's the other thing to think about. How are you getting there? Are you going on a car trip? Are you flying there? Make sure you have what you need. Anytime I've ever flown there, I have made sure I had a carry-on backpack that had everything I needed for day one. And in 2025, that could mean going to a water park on day one, because Disney is giving away free tickets to a water park, but only on your arrival day. And that starts in 2025. So, that's everything a crazy Disney adult overpacks to take to Disney. When I tell you that this suitcase is overpacked, I mean it's overpacked. I have a jewelry box in there. I have a makeup bag in there. I have what looks like a jewelry pouch, but it just holds my hair accessories in there. I have so many swimsuits in there. But I love to overpack for Disney World.
Hey, come back, wherever you are.